Ladies and gentlemen, the 1st to the 4th of the month, for me, for the last 18 months, have been really weird. And this might have been the weirdest October, or day of the 3rd of them all. What am I talking about? Okay, Lorenzo is piling into Ireland and the area. Look at all that lightning. Oh, she's cute. Wait, what? Everything is happening in a major way. I think that's what she was saying. Right now, we're looking at the 6th of October, which would be like 3 days away. And so, in this multi-phased October I've been talking about all year, it looks like Europe and the United Kingdom is under the gun for phase 1 of the triple phase that shall be October, if I understand it correctly. And I have gotten things wrong before, and I'll probably get things wrong again. And if I'm talking funny, during this very weird day, I ended up having 4 beers during a musical interlude. And so we got a ton of moisture piling, driving it up in the Caribbean-ish semi-Atlantic area, though all of nature's fury for the next week looks to be heavily aimed at Europe, United Kingdom, Ireland. But we don't want to sleep on the storms on the 8th around the United States-ish. Plus, it's all really weird, strange, peculiar, odd. And see those yellow bars? Did you see them? They move fast. They may be part of our new atmospheric defense. Though, I ask for everybody to turn their report cards in when this hurricane season is over. But so far, the United States of America has been extremely lucky when it comes to major hurricanes hitting heavily populated areas and causing a lot of trouble. Okay, so we got like October broken down into 3 10.3 day chunks-ish. And at this point, I'm totally fascinated watching the models try and figure out what is going on. And there is a lot that is going on over the next 16 days, according to the GFS and my educated guesses all year. And so, for definitely the first part of the month, through the 10th, it looks like Europe is getting it. And I worry about the United States right around the 8th through the 20-ish period. Like, look at the size of these storms. Look at the size of these rain bands. I mean, these things are giant, massive, out of the ordinary, record-breaking. And now we see no major hurricanes spinning towards this. It looks like we are going to get some heavy rain and some wild weather at some points. And I got a guessy thingy. Did I sound like a dipshit there or what? Anyway, I got a thing that I noticed. It looks like the West Pacific Ocean and the islands and continents around there are going to be dealing with some super typhoons in the next 2 weeks as well. And as it looks and appears that, it's almost like we have extra planetary pressure from like Eris, Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter, whatever, bro. Shooting through the planet, it goes all the way through like a soccer ball or a basketball. And so, I'm guessing around the 11th, which is one of the dates I'd highlighted since April, when this major super typhoon thing is heading towards Japan, China, the Koreas, that on the very flip side, that the models are not drawn up yet, we may see the reverse balance pressure as the pressure, cosmic rays, magnetic fields, things we don't even know yet. So you see this here majorly, and I'm thinking if you turn the Earth into a globe, you're going to see some type of representation of this low pressure unit over here. That's my guess. That's something to be prepared for around the 11th. For example, let me try and show you. That's what I'm doing here. And so here we're looking at the West Pacific on the 8th, mean sea level pressure, right? And this has it a Category 2 typhoon. Does that categorize those mofos? Anyway, what I'm saying here is, if you oh look, there's this little moon, bro. So that there's Eris and its little moon. Okay, so if you flip it around over here, I'm thinking like it shoots through, and so where that is, you'll see some type of low pressure system represented through the basketball or the baseball or the badminton ball. Wait, badminton has a tail. That would be more like a comet, right? So, on the flip side of the planet, through here, we will probably see something, whether it be over here, something that is the opposite side of this low pressure yin and yang. That is my guess. The models are not drawing it up. Maybe we have new technology, or the prayer warriors are better than before. But it is crazy that over here, around the Eris alignment date I picked, although the Eris alignment doesn't happen until the 17th, you get like the Eris planet round, and then you get its little moon dysnomia. Wow, watch. Look, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is the Hubble view of Eris and dysnomia. All right. So there you go. Right there. Right for your eyeballs. What am I doing? So you just flip it around in your mind. Here's Eris here, and here's its moon dysnomia. And they took this picture in 2008. Apparently, I thought it was so boring, they haven't taken another picture or something or whatever. Okie dokie, do you have that? Yeah, so just flip this thing around in your mind, you know, and look at the gravity waves. So that's like an Eris signature, and it's little moon dysnomia, which is going to cause severe problems for multiple regions across the globe. Sound cool? So that's what I've been talking about for a while. Like, I think last year, if I understand my own math correctly, verified Michael is a severe threat around the exact same date noted. And so I believe the 10th-ish, the 8th through the like end of the month. Well, it's gonna be a crazy month either way. I hadn't even watched this one. We were gonna watch it together. I have not even watched this one. We're gonna watch it together. This is the icon, and just look at the size of the storm. Look at the size, the rain bands. Look at that giant U with the big eyeballs that are massive. Look at the Azor high pressure zones fighting for some type of supremacy. Look at these retrograding hurricane cyclonic thingies. My virus protection did not find any threats. Thanks, buddy. Anywho, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting month. And as we speak right now, Europe is undergoing the storm. And it looks like that will continue wave after wave after wave. Look at that giant S. Like, see, this is crazy. Wild. And so, usually you guys hire me to be your planetary defense commander every single month, and we're getting much closer with about 17-ish hours to go. We're at $230 to keep me on, and you can always tip me more than that. I do a one hell of a fantastic job. And y'all do too. But I want to thank Richard, Stu, Kenneth, Athena, Lynn, CJ twice, Matthew, Brady, Kay, Kenneth E., David, Robin, Carol, Brandt, Casey, Elizabeth, Michael, Caleb, Jacob, Sean, Joy, William, Rob, Jeffrey, and Mona. Y'all have been magnificent, wonderful, and we're $230 to go, and it's like a weird deal, like whether it be mailbox or online, like they're going to fight you so that the money doesn't get to me, and I'm going to have to be all lucky, and then you're going to have to be all lucky, but we're going to have to work hard to keep me up and running doing what I do. Because the last 14 days, I have been under fire like I can't even remember. Just trying to do what I do. But then it slowed down for a second, and then it speeded up, and I don't know, things are weird. It's been a weird day. If I had a girlfriend, I would tell her all about it. But I do not. It's so weird just sitting here looking at these crazy-ass lane bands, giant U-form during this Eris alignment period. So these are all computer-modeled speculations on how wild is it going to get. We got look at that. See right there. Boom. You got like double Quetzalcoatl semi-cyclonic things that look like they want to jump back into the East Coast. You got some action going down by the southwest part of Gulf of Mexico that looks like it wants to get all cyclonic and go into Mexico. You got these giant massive rain bands that they're all drawing up that are like, holy smokes, these things are just going to be wild crazy. So if I've calculated it correctly, we in the United States are in the calm before the storm. And every single model run seems to be drawing up some pretty wild and wacky stuff. And the problematic severe weather danger seems to vary from run to run. But it looks like we're definitely going to see some anomalous, strange, record-breaking things. So just be prepared. Asteroid Fight Club, are we still together? Are we still a thing, baby? Darling, it's the Nav Jam. We're looking at it together. You and I. We should make a pact to adapt. This only goes out to the... Oh, this doesn't go far at all. Let's go back a run. I'm sorry. Dang you, beer. Miller High Life. I love it. It's true. So yeah, it's going to be weird. Will I get rehired? Like, have I done a great job over these almost 7 years? Will I get any type of a 7-year THORnews celebration party for all the work I've done and all the classes and sessions that I've given and all the seeds that I've planted? I don't know, man. It's cliffhanger. Like I said, for right now, it looks like this area is going to be getting the wildest of the weather. And no, in the middle of the month, it could change to around here. And no, Asia, I'm not ignoring you. But we got some Fujiwara action. Possible binary stuff happening. Now we're looking over in the West Pacific on the 9th, which looks like it's going to be an active period for the globe. And you get a triple chain low pattern. Yeah, totally. Silence is always weird. Okay, so what? Yeah. So we get Eris signature with its little baby moon heading extremely dangerously. And look how this is dropping to like 920. It's definitely in a category 5 range. Moving across China, Korea, and the south base of Japan. Other places as well, and then everything shifts west. And so, yeah, definitely we're going to see a spike in active weird weather during October. So I'd highly recommend everybody in the United States to just be ready, be prepared. And I think I'll call this like drunken, spooky October weather. Yeah, it looks like boobs. Kind of. Sexy double super typhoons. It's not sexy. There's no joke. But with the pressure, figuring out if I'm going to be the man you guys choose to carry through the month, trying to give you the best information I can, while a large, well-resourced team tries to do everything they can to stop me and me getting the information out and me editing videos. And just a general atmosphere of coolness. It's cliffhangers all around. God help us all. And I love you. So during the musical magic interlude, there was some rain and a storm, lightning and thunder here in Houston. No, this is not Houston. This is gorgeous crawlers in the Adriatic Sea captured from Orbic, Croatia last night, the 2nd of October. Photo by Ivica Trojanovic. I thought I saw Jubilee run by in all denim and super cool yellow sneakers, but you never know. And so look at the size of these rain bands, man. Like, look how huge. It's like a 2 or reverse S with a giant. Like, these rain bands are freaking incredible. Don't be surprised to see hurricanes or major cyclonic features attached to these lows. And be ready for just general wackiness all around. And I think we'll see a category 5 or 4 something around the 11th and the 18th. Christopher Beck, Pareidolia, is showing me the U.S. East Coast and Gulf of Mexico with a crazy storm over the Midwest. And don't get pareidolia, which is seeing things you recognize in the shapes of other things, with doilies, which you put on saran-wrapped couches. Maybe they're just plastified. Do you like jokes? Planet Pluto has gone direct, and you get a major mothership storm over Greece. Sorry, I interconnect Greece with Pluto and the underworld. This is brought to us by Weather-Media World, Storm Chaser, UK, EU. That's a big, bad, beautiful storm. Definitely looks like a mothership. How do you feel about motherships of mythology? Can we talk about my love life? Do you want to hear about my love life? Do you want to talk about my love life? Yeah, me neither. Not right now. I want it to be in my hands. I want to talk about that shit. I can be a bit of a drama king, it's true. Clowns. Clowns are around. This is brought to us by Brooks Garner. In the CO, the bear's like, I'm hungry. They have delicious honeypots in here. Dang it, gotta go. Clowns. Protecting the honeypots. Oh, smack. I was so buzzed off of 4 Tall Boys, 3.5. I showed you the Spectator Index, which said most peaceful countries of 2018. Iceland, number 1. Hey, we ranked 121st. We should get along, man. We should totally work together. I got so many comments. I can't even pick one. What's it talking about again? Oh yeah, the weather. Yay. Is letting us know we got a big bad boy rolling off of Africa. Uncle Rico is letting me know he disagrees that I think Nickelback is underrated. You're allowed to have your own opinion about rock and roll bands and ice cream, my friend. 8 hours ago, Severe Weather EU, it was saying post-tropical storm ex-hurricane Lorenzo still approaching Ireland. Now it's entering Ireland. Strongest winds gusting in excess of 100 kilometers expected across the western coast of Ireland. Major waves are also expected. See our mesoscale analysis for this details. Icon EU model. I'm just scroll down. It's easier that way. Heen's insides are mad. Somebody should bring peace to the ladies. Come on. Make them feel good for an extended period of time. I'll buy you a cookie, even though I'm $230 behind on getting hired as the job I've been working at forever, 2015. A deadly typhoon tore through South Korea before causing record rainfall in Japan. That's a hurricane watching a system in the Yucatan Channel. Oh, that's what that's called. A broad area of low pressure is centered over the Yucatan Channel and is seen on GOES East satellite imagery. Yeah, so it should fire up around the 8th, might be a little crazy around the 11th, and then the 18th it could be like, whoa, Katie bar the door. Anywhere between then and then. And then hopefully at the end, nothing will have happened, and then people can be like, you said there's a bunch of crazy shit that was going to happen, and none of it did. All right, Northwest S Bay Area. Did you know that the water along the NorCal coast is just as cold as the water along the southern coast of Alaska today? Well, this is due to a process called upwelling, where our northwest winds displace the SFC layer of water, forcing colder, nutrient-rich water to emerge from below. Yeah, the Earth is like a McDLT, where the hot side is hot, and the cold side is cold, and the Earth is also like a lava lamp, where those hot sides roll around. You know what? Today's one of those days where I like Trump, and I like Obama, and I like all Americans, and I like everybody on the freaking planet. And the fact that they've been together for 27 years, I think is super fantastic. Well, I've been freaking in a foxhole trying to save everybody and everybody's children. I ain't got no children. I ain't got no girl. And so anybody who's been able to keep it together as a loving couple for an extended period of time is fan-fucking-tastic. All right? There you go. There, I said it. Oh, I just heard someone yell, get off the phone from outside. Yeah, power of the people, man. Let me like people, dude. You know, as Planetary Defense Commander, it is best to work with, you know, whatever. Yeah, so this broken ass. Remember, they're like, why don't you have GoPros around the planet that show us the whole globe 60 frames a second? They're like, well, we kind of did something like that called Discover. And then it broke. And it's just been floating up there. We may fix it. Who knows? We ain't worried about that. Have you looked at the front of the National Enquirer lately? Aliens have taken over the circus. This was yesterday, but Matthew Guyugan update. The long-range forecast of these three models are now showing a potential strong tropical cyclone next week in the western Pacific. Yeah, that bitch gonna be strong, dude. Eris alignment, Eris month. Dorian was Neptune, then Humberto, and now it's gonna be Eris. And Eris is like, I don't know, Eris is mad because there were prettier girls at the Olympus wedding, and they were younger, with cuter butts. And so she threw an apple amongst them all and was like, may the most beautiful one get the apple or whatever. And so the whole wedding broke down. Everybody fought. And like a new chick came around and her face launched 1,000 ships. So it was just war and fighting constantly. And Eris was like, I love it. It's like, this shit sucks. There's no romance here. And there's no comedy. Where is the heroic anthemy stuff? Anyway, the National Weather Service, relief. A pair of cold fronts will scour heat from the east coast and southern U.S. over the next few days. This animation shows high temperature departures from normal each day through Tuesday. Reds, oranges are above normal. And if you feel compelled by either the blue or the red to yell your favorite bumper blumper stickers at me, go right ahead. It's a free country. That's right. It's not a free internet, though. You got me in a fucking lockbox, man. And trying to steal my everything. Even in real life. It's nuts. Danny. Organic compounds found in plumes of Saturn's icy moon Enceladus. Saturn moon Enceladus. There's an article. We'll probably cover that later tonight. Sounds great. Emma Gubert. I drew this because I felt a sense of achievement for even thinking of going for a run today. I probably won't do it. LOL. I thought about doing sit-ups, and I was like, man, my curse is never going to get broken. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to kiss a gorgeous lady today. And thanks to Rob Liefeld, for being super badass. Comic books are fucking super cool. I'm glad I was raised on them. Oh, yeah, the volcano in Mexico, Popocatépetl. It's also had 117 exhalations in the last 24 hours. 2 explosions. We call those eruptions. 1 seismo, it's like an earthquake, 2.5, and 434 tremors. It sounds sexual, but it's not. And then you got a giant freaking iceberg breaking off an Antarctic ice shelf. It's like, I'm done with you people. I'm leaving you, my frozen iceberg family. I'm going to go out on my own and journey to find a field of diamonds. And then you'll probably return back home and it's like, I missed you. This was the field of diamonds all along. Ladies, what's your favorite part of the female body? Wait, is that objectifying? What the eyeballs? We can't kiss the eyeballs. I mean, can, but it's just, I don't think anybody finds that comfortable. Who knows what this is? Okay, so yeah, Kevin Shader, Invest 93, is well on its way to becoming a tropical cyclone. Models have been trending stronger with the system for the last few days. And the GFS has been really keen on it becoming a strong storm. Strong WPAC October systems are not uncommon, especially during cool, neutral La Nina years. Tomato, La Nina, La Nino, potatoes. I like cheese, butter, bread. NWS Chicago. This is an hourly radar loop from the past week showing several regional heavy rain events. This pattern resembles an active midsummer pattern and not that of autumn. This pattern is departing, and while rain is likely Saturday p.m., more typical autumn weather is ahead. Oh yeah, it's Thursday. Tomorrow will be Friday. We've had some heavy rains, but nowhere near what we saw in the middle of the year, or Marchish. The Weather Channel. Areas in the southeast are now under an extreme drought after all that heat. Some relief is in sight with the first fall front. Some lady would say that to me. What does that even mean? Relax. Don't do it. If you want to go through it. Pujalado here says it's a boy. The little cutie was born yesterday. Houston Zoo. It already weighs in at 128 pounds and stands over 6 feet tall. Giraffes are amazing, man. Animals are amazing. And if we work together, we can like save animals and we can do a bunch of cool shit. Uh-oh. And the Nickelback meme game is fun, man. And you know what I wish? I'm going to say this. Since I am 3 sheets to the wind on 3.5 tall boys, I hope they weren't poisoned. You know what I want, man? Because I don't have a dog in the fight. As your planetary defense commander, I have to represent everybody. I want the Democrats and the Republicans to have a fair election. Concentrate on the issues. Stop talking shit. Stop accusing each other of the worst horrible shit you could ever come up with in torture porn or sci-fi or bad soap opera novels. You know, and just have a freaking election. And yeah, the economy is shaky. God damn. Oh yeah, Mark Millar wrote one of the coolest things I've ever written. Replied to one of my tweets today. That was cool. Because I asked, what is the longest Superman, Batman, Daredevil, or Spider-Man has gone without taking off their uniform? Frank Miller, Joss Whedon, Brian Bendis, Kurt Busiek, Joe Quesada, Mark Millar. I don't think Chris Claremont is on Twitter. And so Mark, who never responded to me before, was like, hey dude, Superman wears his Clark Kent disguise. So it's under, like his Superman suit's under his normal clothes. So I guess he wins. He hasn't been naked since 1938. That was TMI. Because I don't want to get into the whole thing about if Superman ejaculates with a normal female, wouldn't that kill her? Yeah, I don't even know. Like, how many women can really give Superman oral sex? They went too far. Dang you, Pierre. Anywho, but I'm thinking there are times where like Batman really doesn't like being Bruce Wayne. So he's like, I'm staying in my Batman suit. Or Daredevil, even Spider-Man. I guess it's because, I don't know, the last few months things have been so crazy. I'll wear like one shirt, be like a Spider-Man shirt or a Superman shirt or a Daredevil shirt or a Batman shirt for like 2 weeks, which is gross. But I'm like over here fighting crime, trying to be a planetary defense commander. Keith McCullough, Japan stocks hammered for a 2% loss overnight after the Nike failed. So yeah, we got trade wars and nobody wants to get along. And I'm like, dudes, we're all the same family. Jer Ordway drew a Machine Man. He's an amazing artist too. I love comic books, man. The old ones. That's what I was raised on. All right, little bits and pieces of convection still bubbling up in the center of Lorenzo. Looks to be turning extratropical cyclone. That was like a day ago, which is like 3 years ago. Poetry, horses. That's what we're ending on. So yeah, it's 6:48 p.m. Yeah, I don't know. We got like 12, 17 hours. If you guys want to rehire me as planetary defense commander, I could even extend it a day. I'm pretty sure THORnews will stick around. But like, I don't know. Am I going to get to celebrate? Am I going to get to have any type of 7-year special? I've always concentrated on the 7-year mark for some reason. Who knows? Anyway, if you want to send me a letter, and now I got to wait for the mailbox every day because somebody pried my mailbox open with like a screwdriver today. I went there and my mailbox was broken. That's some crazy shit, bro. And there were like helicopters floating over my apartment, and then Jubilee ran by and Denim, and I don't even know. Okay, so I got a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron, and I'm gonna say thank you again to everybody out there. It was like, yeah, I love you as my planetary defense commander. You're doing a great job. I support you, and please bring us the best information you can over the next month because we all know it's going to be crazy. No matter what happens, emotionally, weather-wise, spiritually, all around, it's just going to be a kind of a strange, spooky clusterfuck shit show with people battling for supremacy. And those trying to sell fear and doom and humanity having no hope, no choice, no chance are kind of losing. So they're going to do everything they can to convince you guys that the end is here now. Even though that's what they've been saying. This is Y2K. So I want to thank everybody in Astro Fight Club, everyone who's ever supported me, anyone who's ever listened, everyone who's ever gotten better, somehow, magically, mysteriously, through me, at anything, and all musicians, comedians, kick-ass people, artists, just nice people in general. You know? All the good people out there. Thank you, especially to Richard, Stu for Smokes, Kenneth, Athena, Lynn, CJ, Matthew, Brady, Kay, Kenneth, David, Robin, Carol, Brand, Casey, Elizabeth, Michael E., Caleb, Jacob, Sean, Joy, William, Rob, Joffrey, and Mona. It's kind of like Yoda, but totally different. I love horses and dogs and cats. I love animals. Okay, gotta go. This is my fun semi-buzz talking about the weather. We're like, I'm technically not hired, but it looks like I've got enough to cover rent. And so, electricity, we got like 4 more days. So we'll see what happens, man. It's cliffhanger. People are like, I hate this shit. I'm like, no, okay. There's a lot of other stuff you can find. I hope you find it. But I send out love to everybody. But yeah, romance would be nice, and I really would like to celebrate my 7-year anniversary. Even if it's just with a couple of special people or once. I don't even know, man. Things are crazy. I gotta go. Well, I don't. God bless everyone. Now it's probably the time I'm gonna hit the button.